everybody, it's Adele. Welcome to my channel, Sew for Serenity. I can't believe it's Friday again, so happy Friday everybody. Hope you've had a lovely week and having a good day, and glad it's the weekend, as I am. So welcome to my Friday Sews, where I talk about my love for sewing, love for dressmaking, fabric, and just general sewing chit chat, where I talk to you about what I've been doing this week, what my plans for the week ahead are, and show you everything that I've been up to. So yeah, welcome. First of all, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed already to my channel. When I started this vlogging, I didn't think I'd have anywhere near the amount of subscribers I've got in less than a month. So I'm really close to the 500 mark now, which is absolutely amazing. And it's really inspired me to try and reach that 1,000 mark, because what I've realised is if I can get to 1,000, then I will get a community page, which will allow me to just be more interactive with you as subscribers. I should be able to do polls and chat with you easier, and get to know what you want to see in these videos. I know that some people, other vloggers, Michelle from Sewing Bunny, she will do polls to find out what sew along you'd like to do. And although I'm not sure I'll do sew alongs, you know, I'm thinking maybe in my weekly videos I could give you an option of a couple of different items that I'd like to make and the fabrics, and you could choose for me what I make and what fabric to make it in, which I thought would be a really nice idea. So yeah, so if you don't subscribe already, please click the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. I think over 50% of my watches don't subscribe, so it would just be great if you could do. And thank you to all the other 50% that do. I'm just looking at my notes because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out anything else. I also wanted to say thank you for everyone who takes the time to comment on my vlogs. I've had some really lovely advice, just general chat about how none of our friends or family really appreciate sewing, with quite a lot of you, so that's really nice that it's not just me and my family that are just disinterested in my hobby. And yeah, also just like what you like sewing with, and just tricks and lots of tips, which is just fantastic. So thank you so much. I do appreciate them, and I do respond to every single one of them as well. I also want to say thank you to all of my viewers, not only in the UK, but also America and Canada, which is amazing. And I am going to bear that in mind when I am doing my content. One of my lovely subscribers did point out to me that the format that I put the date in looked like it was July, because obviously we put the month second, whereas Americans and Canadians put it first. So yeah, it's just stuff like that, and talking about pants and sweaters and etc., just using the right terminology for you guys. So hello to you guys over the pond. I also wanted to mention that obviously I've got my fabric haul videos, which I'll put the cards in for you there. I've just had a delivery today of my final items that I ordered from Sherwood's, and a couple of other things. So next week I will definitely be doing my final fabric haul of from my Boxing Day sales spending spree, so watch this space for that. They've been really popular, and I've enjoyed filming them, and I think you've enjoyed looking at all my different fabrics. So yeah, watch this space for that. So what have I been doing this week? Well, as some of you will remember from my last Friday Sews update, I didn't think I'd do a lot of sewing this week, because I knew the time I do a majority of my sewing is of an evening at the weekends, and I had the lovely opportunity to go to London with two of my very good friends, and we went to see Hamilton, which is a West End show, which was really amazing, absolutely fantastic. I recommend it to anybody. I loved it. And then we also went for afternoon tea at the Savoy, which, for those of you who don't know, it's a 5-star hotel in Covent Garden in London, which is absolutely amazing. And although I'd never be able to stay in the hotel, I do quite like treating myself to going for afternoon teas at some of these lovely hotels. So me and a couple of my friends went there. It was a treat for one of my friend's birthdays, and for those of you that don't know what an afternoon tea is, it's a very British tradition where you have lots of finger sandwiches, and then beautiful cakes. The majority of it is cakes. And it's just all you can eat basically, and oh god, it was just to die for. Really enjoyed it. And then the other thing that I did that you'd probably be more interested in is visited Liberties of London. So for those of you who don't know, Liberties of London is a very, very old, independent like department store. There's only one in the country. Well, there's only one anywhere. And it caters in high-end everything really, makeup, perfumes, clothing, houseware, etc. And for the sewing community, you'll know it mostly for its fabric. So Liberty's fabric is very, very sought after. It's very, very expensive. You know, it can be 25, 30, 40 pounds a metre. And they specialise in cotton and cotton lawn really, but they do viscose and viscose jersey and some cotton jerseys, but it's predominantly cotton lawn. So I wanted to go and have a look, and obviously I'm on a fabric ban, but you can probably see here I have a Liberties bag. However, I didn't break my fabric ban because my lovely friend was very, very kind and bought me some fabric. My friends stayed on Sunday to watch another show, and it was one of my bestest friends. She was treating everybody to a ticket, but I had to get back because I had to get back for my little one. I didn't really want to be away from her much longer, and the trains were a bit of a nightmare, so I didn't get to take part, but she bought me some fabric instead, which was really, really lovely. So I thought I'd show you this. So it was just a remnant piece. It was $14.95, and it was just a metre, and it is, I think it is a cotton lawn. Yeah, cotton lawn. And I'm going to make an Ogden cami, I think, in this. And I'll hold it up. It's super soft. Oh, and this is it. It's basically kind of a paisley pattern with pinks and dusky blues and trees. I think I'm holding it the right way around. I don't think it's directional. I think it's but yeah, it's just, I just saw it and thought that'll make a lovely summer either camisole, or maybe it is wide. It's not, oh, mountains, there you go, you can see it there. See the mountains, which I just think are beautiful. So I thought that'd be really lovely in some form of, it's got beautiful drape, and I thought it's still quite structured as well, so I think it could make a nice top as well, or blouse, but I don't think I've got enough fabric to make anything too adventurous. But yeah, I thought that was lovely, and it was a lovely gesture of my friend to buy it for me, so I thank her very much. And it didn't mean I broke the rules of my fabric ban either. So yeah, that was lovely. Obviously you can buy Liberties fabric from lots of places, but you can actually go on the Liberties website as well. But yeah, if you're ever in London, go, because it's an experience. It's beautiful. Just, they have all the fabric out, you can touch it. Look at it. I'll put a picture of Liberties, because I did take a picture of Liberties, and I'll put a picture up. And I also did film a little bit of footage. There was this really lovely fabric which was £30 a metre, and when you look closely at it, it was images of Liberties with rainbow stripe going through it. I'm not doing it justice, but I'll put a video in for you to have a look, and it was really, really lovely. It is something that I think when my bonus comes in, hopefully in March, I might treat myself to. And they had it in lots of different colourways. I had it in a blush colourway, which was really lovely as well. So yeah, I fell in love with that fabric. I don't know what I'd make with it or what I'd do with it, but when has that ever stopped me? So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So as a result of obviously being away for the weekend, I haven't really had loads of opportunities to do any sewing. But what I did do is managed to finish my MARLOW blouse. So this is my MARLOW blouse, which I got as a pattern from SEAMWORKS, which I've talked about before, and I absolutely love it. It was a really nice sew. It wasn't easy. There was some fiddly bits there. I hadn't done the sleeves, finished the sleeves in this way before, so it's top stitched, folded over that way, but I really like it. It's got a facing on the hem, and it's got a kind of split. I'm not going to do it too close. It's got a split level hem with this slit up the side, and I've never done that before. But the brilliant thing about the SEAMWORKS is they have tutorials, and you can just skip to the bit that you're stuck on or need help with. So when I wasn't sure on the instructions for a couple of bits, I just skimmed to that bit or moved to that chapter, and then they taught you through it. So that was really, really helpful. So definitely recommended for beginners that you just get your hand held. And I love it. The fabric works so well. This is a polycotton that I got from Rainbow Fabrics, so it's a bit stiffer than a normal cotton, but I actually really like the look of it. When I'd first done it, I wasn't too sure, but I give it a good press and it's lovely. And yeah, I've got lots of compliments on this one on my Instagram, and I'll put a picture of me wearing it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make this one again. Can't remember how much fabric it uses actually, but I'm pretty sure I only have had a metre of this. I'll double check and put it in the screen. So if it is that I only had a metre, I might be able to use a Liberty fabric to do another one of these. But yeah, I really recommend this pattern. Really, really liked it. The buttons went on really well. Yeah, I'm getting much better at buttons now. I always leave them till last, even if the pattern tells you to do it, like, you know, not last. But yeah, I am starting to like not be so scared of buttons anymore, but they are a bit of a pain in the bum. I've noticed that I don't really like doing the finishing touches. I like doing the build, but when it comes to hemming and all those types of things, I get a bit bored of those. But yeah, so I managed to finish this, which I was really happy about. I think it looks really nice. It's quirky. It's me. You don't need to actually undo the buttons, so it just goes on over the head, but it's a nice touch and I think it looks really nice. And I love the neckline, and I've realised that I really like these boxy finishes on the blouses, so I'm starting to understand that that's the kind of style I like as opposed to a fitted blouse. But I've only made one kind of fitted blouse so far, which was the Tilly and the Buttons Mimi blouse, which, although I had lots of compliments on Instagram, I just don't feel comfortable in it. So yeah, this is much more me. So that's what I did. That was my priority this week. I've done some progress on my Vogue 9075, which, for those of you that don't know, is my culoted dress that I'm using, my Lady McElroy fabric that I got from December's Sew Hayley Jayne box. It's a work in progress because it's for a wedding. It's very expensive material. Well, not very, yeah, it's very kind of good. It's good material that I don't want to make any mistakes on, so I'm taking my time with it. And I did twirl this to come up with the right size in some duvet sheets, so I'm pretty confident this is going to work out okay. And it's on the mannequin at the moment. I'll just turn it round to show. So this is it on the mannequin, and as you can see, it's got lovely princess lines here, princess seams here, and I've managed to put the sleeves on. Haven't hemmed those yet, and I've fully lined it as well with this black lining that I've got. Ideally I would have liked, haven't finished the seams there yet. Oh, and that's my bra. I don't know about you, but I have to put a bra on my dress dummy, because if I don't put a bra on the dress dummy, I don't get the fit right around the bust area. So yeah, that's why there's a bra there. Obviously it's not been finished at the back yet, because that's where the invisible zip will go in. But yeah, I've pretty much done the bodice. The only thing left to do on the bodice is obviously hem the sleeves and put the zip in, but the zip doesn't go in until the skirt, the bottom part's attached. Yeah, so that's the progress that I've made so far on that. I would have liked to have made a bit more progress on the bottom part, the culoted part, but I just didn't want to rush it. And we've also been ill in this family this week, and my little ones had norovirus, and it took us all out at one point. I was really ill, being sick the other night, so I just haven't felt like being doing loads of sewing. Felt quite lethargic in the days and things, so that has interrupted as well my sewing mojo. But yeah, my plan is for next week to put the pleats into It's got pleats at the top of the trousers, so I'm going to look at trying to put those pleats in over the next couple of days. And there's no major hurry to finish this. My aim for finishing it is by the end of January. And I'm going to be taking my time, especially over the invisible zip. If anybody's got any tips on invisible zips, tutorials that they think are really good, please can you let me know in the comments, because I think I need to do quite a lot of research because I hate doing them. Although I can put them in, I'm never happy with the final finish. So any advice would be appreciated. So that's where I've got to with that. I did get my Juno pyjamas from the Make It Simple book cut out. I traced out the pattern, and I usually am a Tilly 3, straight 3, Tilly in the button straight 3 size. However, I had heard somebody say somewhere that they did size up in the bottoms because they found they came up quite small. So I did the size 3 in the top, but I did a size 4 in the bottoms, and I am really glad that I did that, because for pyjamas I like a roomier fit. And although I don't think this 3 would have been too small for me, I'm much happier with this fit of the size 4. So I cut out my fabric in this Little Johnny tie-dye, gorgeous pink, purple and turquoise jersey, cotton jersey that I got in November's Sew Hayley Jayne box, and I managed to sew up the pyjamas. Now, the reason why I'm not showing you a finished picture of these is they're not finished. I haven't cuffed the bottom of them yet because I did order some cuffing. It came, but there wasn't enough, so I'll show you that in a minute. But these are the trousers. Really happy with them. The waistband is really easy. You sew the elastic in and then fold it over and then top stitch it along there. Simple, so easy to do, and they fit lovely. And I will show a picture on my Instagram as soon as they're done this week, and I will also obviously have these hopefully finished for next Friday to share with you. The top is pretty much done. So this is the ribbing that I used, which I'm not sure it's very good quality ribbing really. I did rush order it and ordered it from Amazon, which it's fine for the neckband, but it's quite bulky. So this is the ribbing for the wrist, and I didn't have enough to do because they're quite, can't get my words out, they're quite wide, the cuffs on the legs and the cuffs. I didn't have enough, so if it had just been thin cuffs like this, it would have been fine. I would have had enough, but I didn't. So I ummed and ahed about making them shorter, but I wanted to stick true to the pattern. So yeah, I just need to put the other cuff on there, and then I also need to do some top stitching, but I want to do my top stitching in turquoise around the neck and at the hem. So it is kind of sorted for hemming, but I haven't done that yet because I didn't want to change the thread in my sewing machine before I'd done all the other bits. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with them. They're again really easy sew. I did these last night, and as I say, if I'd got the right ribbing I would have been able to finish them off, but I didn't, and it should be coming today, so hopefully I'll finish that off soon. Yeah, I'd recommend that pyjama pattern. I'd definitely make it again, and from what I can tell from trying it on so far, it fits lovely too. So yeah, that's the Juno pyjamas from Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. So that's all the sewing I've done this week, actual physical sewing. I have done quite a lot of sewing related tasks. I have ordered a couple of patterns to help with my Make 9. So I've purchased the Oslo coat from Tessuti Patterns, which is on my Make 9. I've also ordered the Kilo wrap dress from Named, which I am hoping to get started with in the next couple of weeks. And I've also ordered the Sirocco jumpsuit, which is on my Make 9 too, which I wasn't going to do for a while, but in the Sew Hayley Jayne box, and I do have an unboxing on that for January, I'll insert a card. I got this beautiful fabric, which is another cotton jersey in this gorgeous astral print, moon, stars, planets, etc. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And in the Sew Hayley Jayne booklet, one of the makers, Gemma, had made the Sirocco jumpsuit in it, and I really love it. So that's what I think I'm going to do with it. It's too good for pyjamas, and it is really quite a subtle, well, I think it's a subtle print. And although I wouldn't probably go out in the tie-dye fabric, I would go out in this. So I'm thinking I'm going to make the Sirocco jumpsuit and copy that make from Sew Hayley Jayne makers from this month. And I don't want to make it straight away in that fabric, because obviously it's a really nice fabric that I got. So I'm going to do a wearable twirl in it. And I did share this fabric on my fabric haul. This was a fabric I got from Pound Fabrics, and it's a super soft jersey that doesn't go see-through when you stretch it. It's got a lot of stretch in it, and I think I'm going to make a twirl of the Sirocco in this. Now I have only got 2 meters, and the pattern does call for 2.5. So I'd be keen to, but I'm not tall. I always have to take 2 inches off the height of trousers anyway. So I'm going to print the pattern off and have a look and see if I can play pattern Tetris. I might be being too cheeky to try and get out at 2 meters. Worst case, I might order some more of this, because it was only £2.75 a metre, and I'm thinking I could just order another couple of meters of it, because again, I think it'd be nice in a top as well, or a dress. So I think I'm going to do that. So that's on the plans. I'll probably try and stick the pattern together this week and see if it fits on there. But I am keen to get started on one of the outfits from my Make 9 pretty soon, whether that's the kilo wrap dress or the Sirocco jumpsuit, I'm not sure. So yeah, so that's all I've really done this week. My plans for next week, as I say, is to carry on with my Vogue 9075. I want to finish off my Juno pyjamas. I'd love to cut out the kilo wrap dress because the fabric's ready to go. And I'd also like to know if I can get going with this Sirocco jumpsuit. The other thing that I wanted to do is get started on the Stella hoodie and bottoms, but that might have to take a back seat while I look at this Sirocco option. So watch this space on that, but who knows what I'll do. But I will keep you posted along the way. So yeah, that's all from me this week. Probably one of my shorter Fridaysews videos, but as I say, I haven't been able to do as much sewing as I wanted to do this week, but I am on annual leave on Monday, and so at the moment I'm planning to do sewing all day and not let anything get in the way of that. So hopefully next Friday I should have some good progress of some garments that I can show you, and I'm really excited about just, you know, having a really relaxing weekend with the family, and then chilling on Monday. Just kids will be at school, partner will be out at work, and I will be able to just crack on and sew as much as I like. So really looking forward to that. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you've got any comments, please put some comments down below. Any tips, like I said, on the invisible zip would be really appreciated. If anybody knows of any really good places to get ribbing from as well, that would be really good as well, because that ribbon that I've ordered wasn't the greatest. So if anyone can recommend a really good supplier for that, I would appreciate that. Please, if you like this video, if you've liked it, and if you don't already subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And that's all from me. See you later, and happy sewing. Bye.